To those of you who are new here, aka everyone, hi, I'm Funola and welcome to FunmiTV. I woke up one day and I realized this can't be it. Like, yes, I'm breathing, but am I living? I've been bed rotting and generally doing niche with my life.
Because while you were sitting around, waiting, doing niche, I was out making moves.
You'll probably notice that in this one video, I've had like 4 different hairstyles. Well, that's just because I'm procrastination final boss. It's time for a change. I noticed my first grey hair this year, so the clock is ticking. When I'm in my 30s, I want to be able to look back and be like, damn, I had fun in my 20s. So here's me trying new things, pushing past my comfort zone, and being proactive for once. Let's document my 20s together. And because life is a movie, Act 1, Take 1. Today's outfit was picked out by my mom because she was our sponsor.
Cute though. Say hi to the vlog.
This is my friend Samira, and our plan for the day was to get wasted. But boy, were we wrong. My mom was driving and she kept telling us we were drinking too much. And I was kind of like, we're not drinking enough. And then she confiscated the bottle. We finally got to our destination, which was Serasani's Art Hub in Lagos, Nigeria. And this place was beautiful. We had a little tour of the facility before starting our activities.
This is our watching book.
And this was our tour guide, and he was actually so nice. Ooh.
There's a painting on the roof. Reference from the Calabar Carnival.
And I just loved the fact that there was literally art everywhere.
Vintage corner.
This was the first toilet they showed us, and it was so cool because it had paintings of Marvel characters doing like a number 1 or a number 2 in their own different ways. So cool. This was the tufting activity that they had. I really wanted to try this, but unfortunately it was not in my price range.
We call the space Igbo Queen Hall. A lot of Igbo dancers on the
This was the second toilet. Not as cool as the first one, but cute concept.
Right, our splash studio.
The splash studio was the location for our first 2 activities.
Sin City was a maybe.
Sorry guys, I just had to do that. He was giving major light skin energy. Now let's actually get into it. We had to pick our colors for both activities before we got started.
So these are the colors we chose.
So now we needed to get geared up. And of course I was struggling. And look at how seamless Samira was.
We're ready. Let's go.
We filled up our pump syringe thingies and started straight away. This was honestly so fun, splashing the paint everywhere and exercising my free will.
Yeah, we did it. This looks so beautiful.
We began to prepare for our next activity by blowing up and filling up the balloons. But can I just say, it's so refreshing to be able to have fun with art. You know, in secondary school, art was always the subject, you know. There was so much structure, which actually made me hate it. Anyways, this activity was essentially shooting these balloons with darts.
Wow.
I feel like I should
And this was the finished product. How cute. The staff told us we could do anything we wanted on the walls. Here's what I did.
I don't know if you guys can see how genty my palms are. But yeah, I feel like a real artist.
They gave us some small chops before our next activity. This was the sip and paint workshop. We were given a range of inspo picks to choose from. It was down to these 2, but I kind of knew what I wanted to do. When I booked this workshop, I thought we would be provided cocktails instead of soft drinks. Imagine my disappointment. Okay, now serious face, let's get to sketching.
We're getting there.
Even though I couldn't get my cocktails, I was at least happy that they kept bringing in the small chops. At this point, it was coming along nicely, but my hands were kinda shaky when it came to outlining. But guys, am I not an artist? Like, look at this. That was such a great experience and also a great bonding exercise with my friend Samira. We went to primary school together. It's just so cool, you know, hanging out with her again. Like, I remember how different we both used to be. It was really fun. But anyways, it's time for the next act. We're gonna be doing something a little different, okay? I think it's something that us girlies should actually get into, because it just reminds you, you know, how sexy you are, you know, it makes you feel sexy, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's get into it. Scene 2, take 1. Today we're heading to a dancing in heels class in London. I honestly don't know what possessed me to take this class, particularly because I haven't actually danced in years. The class took place at Gym Box in Elephant and Castle. I had to sign in first before going in, and I was actually one of the first people to get there, which is a complete shocker. We started off with a few warm-up exercises before wearing our heels, and the instructor was actually quite funny, which made the experience 10 times better.
This is called Wet Wild Wednesdays. Yeah, don't think about those too much. And use your upper body. Free me. Really go for it. On T, straight out. Step out with your left.
At this point, I was just messing up. I forgot how hard dancing actually is.
Start me out. T. Swinging your right, round. Come down and work. Come up for 2. And then you go, boom. Pop your arm. And then like right, left, and then turn inwards to come round.
Dancing is one thing, but remembering the steps is a whole different ballgame entirely. After we had all learned the moves, we performed it, and then the instructor handpicked a few girls to be in the video for his social media. I was a bit bummed that I didn't get picked, but this was my performance and it was still quite good anyways. That was good, wasn't it? I don't know if you guys noticed, but I messed up a few times. But anyways, now it's time for the Star Girls. Okay, how do we feel watching that? Are we proud? You should be proud. That was something. I was completely sore after that class for like 2 days, but I do not regret it. It was a good experience. It was a great experience. Now for our final act, we're gonna be doing something completely new. Let's get into it. Act 3, take 1. I've wanted to get a wax for the longest time, but I've just never really been mentally prepared. Then I realized I'm never actually gonna be 100% prepared, so let me just get it over and done with. So I went to Strip Wax Bar in Victoria Island, Lagos to get my first ever Hollywood wax. If you know me, you know how much I love pink, and there was pink everywhere. I was feeling really nervous at first.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
If I was to rank my fear on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say 100, and 100 being extremely scary.
You're doing amazing, sweetie. Wow, look at her go.
When I got to the room, I was given some privacy to take off my trousers before the actual magic began. And because I mentioned this was my first time getting waxed, the owner herself made sure to get it done for me.
Feet together. Feet together. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. If I tell you how many Gucci's I see on a daily basis.
I loved how warm she was. It really helped a lot.
You always do a test. Yes, someone else.
I'm so nervous. Like, I feel like it's gonna hurt.
So I'm going to show you what it feels like.
wasn't bad.
But that's what it feels like. It's not the worst thing in the world.
No, I don't believe you.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
I do not believe you.
Sections in which I will work in, I will try and get your back to in like 8.
It was so hilarious how she kept lying about how painful it would be and also how quickly we would finish.
Waxing to me, as much as it's not fun, it's one of the most important parts of something.
Yeah.
Because it helps with your smell, it helps with like just your confidence, it helps with even when you're wearing short things. Like there's times when the sheets will start to creep further than it used to.
Real. I knew you were lying.
I know you could have known.
Nah, because it just felt too good to be a shrew.
Don't even, because that was nothing.
I can't deal. I'm sweating.
This whole side is done. See, and it's pretty too. You've dealt with more painful things. Look at how pretty it is. Look. Yeah.
It was so nice to be able to talk to her about random things throughout the appointment. I found out we even have a few mutuals. What are the odds that her younger brother was my first crush in year 7? What a small world.
It is a different type of thing, but it's a better type of thing.
Okay. Hopefully you're not lying to
You are
me.
not lying. I'll prep you and not use your hands to spread your cheeks. Because this part of your body doesn't see much activity. Or maybe it does, I don't know.
Please, I'm a child of
I
God.
don't want to be the judge of that.
This pain feels like it's gonna be a lot. Ah,
See?
okay. Ah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, picking you up, and then we do the mask.
We did it.
Overall, the experience wasn't nearly as bad as I expected. I will definitely be making this a monthly habit.
Let's debrief. The most important thing that I've learned, particularly from the Dancing with Heels class, is that you're not always going to be great at something straight away, and that's okay. What's important is that you keep trying. Even though I didn't get to be in the final video, which stung a little, I still had fun, you know? I moved my body, I laughed, I met cool people. So overall, it was a success. Now, the most nerve-wracking experience was 100% the wax. I went in fully prepared to cry, but it wasn't that bad actually. It reminded me that half of the fear is in your head. You panic and then you do it and you're like, oh, that's it? And the art hub, that was my favorite. No rules, no grades, no pressure, just vibes. It reminded me of what creating is actually supposed to feel like, you know, free, messy, fun. So yeah, that's the lesson. Life doesn't have to be perfect for it to be good. You don't have to be the best or even know what you're doing. You just have to show up. This is me showing up, one fun, slightly chaotic experience at a time. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was the first episode of FunmiTV. Mwah.